So, Charlo wife. Let's Charlo wife real quick.
Like, for all his fucking fans, the niggas never fighting again. This house is gonna get fucking bankruptcy, whatever the fuck. They gonna foreclose this bitch because he can't even afford to fucking pay for it. Because that's how stupid he is. And yet,
So you heard her. Um, Apparently she got put in the penitentiary, put in jail for an assault charge. So they probably got into it. He called the police before it got on him or whatever. I don't know what happened. All right. But it's one thing you got to train your relationship to do is keep it off social media. I mean, if you're in the public spotlight or you're not in the public spotlight, you got to keep that shit off social media. And that's just what it is. No matter how bad it get, especially when you got kids involved. No matter how bad it get, bruh, you gotta, you gotta keep it off there, bruh. You gotta keep it off there. You gotta keep everything that go in that house should never leave the house. Remember that everything that go in that house should never leave that house. And that's just a free game, bro. Whatever go in there, bro, it stay in there. And that's how we used to be raised. You go somewhere else, you go to a grandparents' house, you go to your mama's house or your daddy's house, whatever it may be. You supposed to like just shut the hell up. You whatever go on there, man, it stay on there. When you went to school, um, it stayed there. All right, whatever going on, and she hurt, and that's what women. Women are emotional, dude, and this is why they don't want women leading. And I don't do not a black people. I don't do mug shots. So, um, and this is why they don't believe women should lead because they run on emotions. They run on emotions. They're very emotional creatures, and they make decisions on emotion, and that's is really not the best way to do it. And she hurt right now. And whatever happened, well, let's say allegedly, or let's say assume, I'm just using an example that he did call the police on her. Right, assuming that he did. He already got an open case, so this get out. This he did this, bruh. What that's gonna do and affect this case? You know, that's gonna continue to affect this case. He's gonna be guilty, and he really not gonna be fighting again. Right? She getting here saying, "Well, he's stupid, and house about to get foreclosed on, and he can't make the payments." Man, baby, that should never get out there unless it happened. Somebody see him moving on the shit, he get kicked out, and then it become public. Well, you stupid, man. You do this, do that, do that, do that. We know boxers ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. That ain't nothing new. We know they ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. You know, they've been together since high school, so that's a long time. Was she 31 years old, 30 years old, 32? It's a long time. They got all them kids too. You know, you know, you know. Come on, come on. So, I mean, people go through shit like this. People want to make it a big thing, and some people gonna play the emotional thing a part of it. Some people gonna play the broke part of it. You know, and when you open yourself up to be a public figure, this what happened. This is exactly what happened. Yeah, I think Charlo fought once last year. Ain't fought this year. And fighting the case. So think about all of that. Everybody say, "Oh, Al Heyman's so good for boxing." I tell y'all, only way you gonna know Al Heyman really put money in these dudes' pocket is when they retire. where they be able to sustain a lifestyle without going out there getting a 9 to 5, without going out there picking up a trade, a degree, going to be a police officer. John Molina retired with to go be a police officer. With all his investment taxes, just his back end checks work. Come on, we know some boxers dealing with Kirsha about 50 years old, still fighting. We know some boxers he was dealing with that was borrowing money, stealing shit. I'm not gonna say no names. He was borrowing money, stealing shit. All right, catching cases and Al Heyman loaning the money. Heard what Wilder just said about Al Heyman. People saying, well, it sounds like he talking about Bob Arum. Like I said before, these fans think Al Heyman can't do nothing wrong. Somehow this is going to be Bob Arum's fault. Somehow this is going to be Bob Arum's fault. Come on. But Bob, Bob, like I said before, you got these dumbass fans that feel like Al Heyman can't do no wrong. Right now, right then and now, he has not made the Crawford and Spence fight. But Bob Arum would have did this, and Terence Crawford would have did that. And you look at his catalog of fights, it's trash. You look at the fights he put on this year, trash. Even when you look at Ugas and Errol Spence, come on, that's a mismatch. A mismatch that nobody bought. That did less than 100,000 pay-per-views. Tank and Rolly, less than 100,000 pay-per-views. Come on, these dudes ain't getting no more money than nobody else in boxing. You got to understand, there's a criteria. There's they got to pay a whole bunch of different people, dude. And then when you talk about his house, and I'm just talking about in general, when you got a house that big, maintenance is a motherfucker. Maintenance is crazy, dude. He ain't fought in a year, bro. Going on 2 years. Think about that's why people get them big houses, they sell them. Come on. It makes no sense. You don't need that amount of house. The upkeep. Why do you think Rick Ross started cutting his own grass and shit? And then you have a house like that, you might as well get some federal grant money, get some cattle, get some chickens, get some stock on that hoe and have the government pay you. Bale some hay. At least your house at least pay for its maintenance. You're able to keep that maintenance money in your pocket. In the bales of hay and the cows and the milks and the steaks, whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna pay for itself. When you do something that big of a house, you got to do it that way. Especially if you ain't no trillionaire. Teach the kids how to pick the right eggs and do this to the chickens. Get you a shepherd dog, whatever. Get you a herd dog and all that shit. Get you an Australian shepherd and all that. Get you a dog kettle on that hoe too. So all that shit is just pay for itself. Because eventually, when he get old, he ain't gonna maintain that house no more. Even though he gonna give it to his kids, sell it, break it down, go downsize anyway. It look cool and shit. But when you gotta maintenance it, you paying for running water, you paying for the lights in the basketball gym, you paying for the lights outside, you paying for the gate, getting the gate get jammed, or the gate get rusted, a new gate, cutting all that grass. Come on, Texas is it I was posted on Instagram the other day. Texas, Texas, their price of house of living going up high. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be one of the cheapest places to live, especially as far as property. It used to be. It used to be. Oh, I mean, it is what it is. So, but that's how our relationships work, bro. Social media has exposed, shit that shouldn't even be put out there. And your kids keep everything in the house. Train your wife, your husband, whoever it is, keep everything in the house. Don't let it spill over. And it's hard to do, especially when you can go out there and get on camera and treat something. You know, women mad when women get mad when they don't control the narrative, when they don't control the breakup. You know, a relationship only really get rocky for everybody involved, kids and family. When a woman not happy, when a dude not happy, it's like, man, suck it up, nigga. You be alright. When a woman get happy, the house can't be happy. So it just let you know right in there, no matter how much money you got, it don't really matter, bro. You know, it don't matter. It don't matter. Know how long y'all been together, it don't matter. One mistake can change everything. One incident can change everything, but they linked forever with they through their kids. So you can't forget that they linked forever through their kids. You know, that's why you gotta, you gonna have to make that work. To be honest, he gonna have to make that shit work. They got to work through that. They won't be the first. They won't be the first or last people to work through something like that. Trust me, they won't be the first or last people to work through that. You know, you gotta work through shit in relationships. These young girls, I'm not talking about her per se, younger than her, they go through one incident, they're ready to pick up and leave. You gotta understand females is on the shot clock. Once they get a certain age, don't nobody really want their ass but the dudes they never wanted in high school. Don't nobody really want them. I'm trying to tell you that right now. Don't nobody really want them after a while. But the dudes they couldn't get with in high school are simps. Or dudes that, they settling for, lesser. It's not the truth. But they got to work that shit out, dude. Too much involved there. But hey, he ain't fought in a year, and she said that he may never fight again. I'm guessing she referring to his case. That's what I guess she referring to. She referring to his case. So I mean, it is what it is, dude. And if he ain't fighting again, that mean that case ain't going the right way. And when you start fighting cases, that bleed a lot of money. You know, that bleed a lot of money. And when you ain't fighting, when you ain't fighting like you should be fighting, that bleed a lot of money too. So they gotta work through that, bro. You work through that, man. Take some counseling, figure it out. It'll all come together, dude. You just work through that. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Yeah, all that, Spotify and all that. But other than that, check the Box News playlist. Appreciate the love, support. One time for one time. Peace.